Hey, welcome back to the garden pit. Hey, I'm going to take you a little tour on the garden, show you how everything's going on around here. Hold on. Here's the deck garden. It's not looking too bad. I think it's time to fertilize. You know, we're getting close to midsummer here. Down here, there's some squash I planted there. Hopefully they'll come up and we'll grow those on for fall crop. And there's those sour oranges I was growing there. They're growing very nicely. I just transplanted them yesterday into those pots. Yeah, here we are out here in the gutter garden. These peppers are growing pretty good. Getting a couple of ripe ones on there. Here's a tomato, what they call that thing? Sweet and neat. Getting some flowers on it finally. And there's the habanero white bullet pepper. I don't have no peppers on that thing yet. I'm really surprised. No flowers or anything. Here's the carrots. They're coming along very nicely. We got the squash over here. That's not really showing you a whole lot. All the actions on the other side. Yeah, here's the squash and pumpkins here. I'm not really getting a whole lot on it. I got a squash down here. It's one of them blue bananas. It's not growing very fast. And I'm not really liking that soil I put in there. I think that cow manure or horse manure wasn't broken down much, so I gotta keep fertilizing this stuff. But I do got some watermelons. There's one there, some there, one there. There's got a lot of watermelons here. I'm just hoping they get big enough. There's some on the ground here. These tomato plants aren't doing all that hot either. Like I said, I don't think that dirt combination I made up there wasn't very good. I'm going to have to do something about that there after this season. Here we are at plot 8. It's the cucumbers. I don't know if you see my previous video. They were just starting to pop up. Look how quick they've grown in like 3 weeks. Flowers all over them. Hopefully I won't have any problems here with them striped or spotted cucumber beetles messing them up. Growing pretty good. Next to that, the pole beans. They're growing very nicely. There's the potato plot. I gotta get out here one day when the weather is permitting here, when it's not so hot, and dig them bad boys up. The weeds are trying to take over. This is going to be one of the places where the fall crops is going to go. So I got time. There's the peppers. They're growing very nicely this year compared to last year. These things are pretty cool looking. I'm going to do a video on just the hot peppers here, and I'm going to show you each variety and what they look like. But growing very nicely. Look at this thing. I think it's loaded with peppers. Like I said, this is the first year I grew a lot of these. And they're starting to get ripe too. I'm going to be saving a lot of seeds this year, and anybody would like some, we can work out a little thing there, so I can send you some. But they're pretty cool looking peppers. They're pretty nice sized peppers. Yeah, man. I had plenty of peppers this year. Some of them don't have anything on them yet. Most of them do. Like this one here. It's just flowering. It's got purple flowers on it. But they're growing very nicely. Here's the corn plot. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of corn out of there. It's been a couple years since I've gotten any corn there. Last year was a big failure, and the year before that was the same. I just didn't have any luck. This year it's growing very nicely. Some of this stuff's getting up to 7-8 feet tall, except for this variety in the front. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with the results this year. Plot 4. The previous video there, these beans were just starting to germinate. And things is up here now. The flowering up. These ones in the front are a purple filet bean. Got a pretty purple flower on. Down here's the beets. There, like I said, a couple of them with the seed. I'm gonna let them go and save the seed. I've pulled some out. Looks like there's some more in there ready to go. Everybody's loving them. These carrots are about ready to come out. They're starting to block some of these smaller sweet peppers. This is where my sweet peppers are. These are supposed to be the carbachis, and I got one carbachi, it looks like, maybe. The other two, I don't know what they are. They look like hot peppers to me. I got them from a seed swap from some guy out in California. But overall they're doing okay. The last two varieties back here are growing very nicely. Got some nice peppers on them. These things here, the size of them things. Huge. Very nice peppers. Plot 3, the tomato plot. Tomatoes are doing okay this year. They could be better. Some of them are growing very nicely. Like this plant here, I feel like it's getting a little blight on. I'm gonna have to do some trimming. I don't see any tomatoes on it though. There's some tomatoes down here. They're starting to ripe up here. Looks like they're ready to come off. This thing here, one of them zebra tomatoes. I think this is the Tigerella. That's it. You know, I grew it last year and didn't do nothing. This is last year. I'll be growing that. Luke, don't grow it. Don't grow it, Luke. This one's got some nice clusters on it. They're starting to come along. This is that purple tomato. They're pretty cool looking tomatoes. One's starting to get ripe there. It's got purple shoulders and orange. Down in here, they're nice and ripe. ready to be picked. That's the black cherry. I grew this last year. Really liked it. It's a real healthy plant. I don't see a whole lot of problems with it. But it's producing a few tomatoes. Like I said, tomatoes aren't doing real good for me this year. There's Gardener's Delight. I'm hoping I'll get a good late growth here and get a bunch of tomatoes. This is that variegated one. Last year for this one, Luke, don't grow this one either. This one sucks. This is the second time I tried to grow this one and it didn't grow very well. Thought it might have been the weather or something. This plant here, I forgot what it's called. I have to look it up. She's looking pretty bad. It's got a bunch of tomatoes on it. Not good, not good. This is that green zebra. Oh, cool looking tomatoes on it. Oh. That's pretty cool looking. Not very productive, but cool looking. They say my tomatoes aren't doing all that good. Another cool looking tomato. Yeah, grow them because they're cool looking, but not very productive. I think I'm going to switch gears next year and just grow some real nice, productive, healthy plants. That's a cool looking tomato. That's the old tomato plot. Not doing too bad. Too. Yeah, this corn was just germinating. I think last time I did a video, it's coming along pretty good. Had pretty much 100% germination, then some of them died off. Then I had some volunteer watermelon plants pop up in there, so they're staying. Some weeds in there, I gotta get them out. There's a tomato plant in there, maybe I'll let that stay too. This is gonna be my fall corn. There's a couple plants that don't look all that hot, but that's how it goes there in gardening. There, you always don't have success, but it's all part of the fun. Yep, that's the old corn plot for the fall. Here's plot one. Cucumbers here. Never did get that trellis put back up, so they're ramming along the ground. They don't look as good as the ones down on the trellis. They look much more healthier. The squash plants are succumbing to the dreaded squash vine borer as usual. So that's why I got that second planting in there. Hopefully I'll miss that. They're only supposed to be around till like July, and today's July 30th. But you can see what they do. If you've grown squash, you know. Wish there was something out there that worked. Hey, sorry about that. These are looking a little more healthier up here. And these are the bush cucumbers. These things are loaded with flowers. A bunch of cucumbers on there, little small ones. If you can see them. Some over here. They look like they're vining though. They got tendrils on them and everything. They're supposed to be a bush cucumber. And I think I got one zucchini ready to come off. I've gotten a few. That thing's a little big. She's a little oversized, but hey, you know what you can do with that thing? Make yourself some zucchini bread with it. Here's one of the tobacco plants. getting ready to flower up there. What I'll do is, Larry Hall says I'm going to pinch this thing off. You can see the flower head starting to form there. You're supposed to pinch this off, and so you can get the tobacco leaves to grow a bit more, so the plant doesn't put all the energy into the flower head. And I have one over here too growing. I'm gonna see if this thing's getting ready to flower. Yeah, she's getting ready to flower. Time to pinch them things out of there. See what happens then. I suppose I don't see. It's supposed to have suckers. This one ain't suckering. These, because of pull all the suckers that go right here in the crotch of the leaves here. But this ain't suckering yet. There's the potatoes in the bags. They're not looking too hot anymore. I guess they're getting near the end of their life cycle there. So we're gonna wait till they completely die back, and then we'll harvest them. We'll let you see what we get out of those bags. This is the first time I tried this. You know, I've seen Brendan over there in Ireland doing it there. And I always liked his potato reveal videos there. It's like digging treasure. Man, bees all over these raspberries in here. The raspberries got buds all over them. We're gonna have some raspberries this fall off of these things. Came out here yesterday and looked at my cherry tree, and something's ate the hell out of them. Look at the leaves, man. I guess it happened when all them branches and crap were laying out here before I cleaned them up. But excuse me, the whole tree's like that. I got one of them rotten summer colds I'm trying to get over. But I noticed it's starting to send out leaves in the where the leaf connects to the tree. So hopefully this tree is going to survive here. I've grown this for a couple of years there. I got this at one of the big hardware stores there in the fall for like $3. So hopefully it'll survive. I'll get some cherries. And there's what's left of the old apple tree. That's it. Yeah, I decided to put my my strawberry patch out here since the old apple tree's dead. This would be a good spot to put it. Be perfect out here. Get plenty of sun, and I have room out here. It's a little side yard here. There's the wildcat as usual out here bugging me. Oh, I've never showed you all this here. This is my rosemary plant. It's been growing here probably 4 or 5 years now. This thing's huge. Get plenty of rosemary off of it. Got a rose bush next to it. But the thing's huge. It's survived all the winters. Oh, I got two butterflies on the butterfly bush here. If I got the other one in there. But that's it for today's grand tour of the garden pit. I'll be coming up with some other videos there in the near future there. And it's not so daggone hot out here. I just don't like coming out here in the steaming hot when it's 100 degrees out, and humidity just sucks the life out of you. Hey y'all, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time here at the Garden Pit.